Hey everybody, welcome to Storyscope, the podcast where we break down why stories matter and how they shape the world around us.
And today, we're getting into something deep but super relatable, how our perspectives shape the stories we tell. Because whether you're writing a novel, telling a joke, or just texting a friend, your point of view changes everything.
Okay, so what even is perspective? It's basically the lens we look through, formed by everything from where we grew up to what we believe.
Right, two people can see the same event and tell two totally different stories about it, and they're both being honest. That's perspective.
And the wild part? You might not even realize how much your own story is being shaped until you hear someone else's version.
Culture is huge when it comes to storytelling. Like in a lot of Western stories, the focus is on individual heroes. Think Harry Potter or Frodo.
But in other cultures, stories are more about the group or community, like stories passed down in indigenous traditions. They might focus more on harmony than conflict.
And there's an article in the MTC Reads LibGuide that talks about this. How storytelling isn't just for fun, it's for preserving culture, passing down identity.
And let's not forget how emotions shape perspective too. Our memories are emotional, so our stories are too.
Exactly. You could remember a childhood event as magical, while your sibling remembers it as stressful. And both of you are right.
Lisa Cron, in her book Why We Tell Stories, says our brains are wired to organize our experiences as stories. So yeah, how we feel matters just as much as what actually happened.
You know what this reminds me of? That TED Talk by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, The Danger of a Single Story.
Yes, she talks about how when we only hear stories from one group, we start to believe that's the only version of reality.
And that's dangerous. It flattens people, creates stereotypes, and honestly, it just keeps us from seeing the full picture.
So hearing diverse perspectives isn't just important, it's necessary. It makes storytelling more honest, more human.
Let's talk about the ethics of all this for a second. Because if perspective matters, then who is telling the story matters too.
Yep. Like, are you telling your own story, or someone else's? And if it's not your story, are you doing it with care? With research?
There's a fine line between storytelling and stealing someone's voice. Good storytellers ask, am I telling this with respect?
So if you're walking away with one thing today, let it be this. Every story is shaped by perspective.
And when we listen to lots of perspectives, the world opens up. We see more, we understand more, we grow.
So the next time you hear a story, or tell one, ask yourself, what's the lens behind this? And whose lens are we missing?
Thanks for hanging out with us today on Storyscope.
If you liked this episode, send it to a friend, follow us for more, and check out the MTC Reads LibGuide for more cool stuff on storytelling.
Until next time, keep listening and keep telling stories.